Hello, hello! We are back. It's the Road to Le Mans 2025 multiclass series here at CLR. It's round 3, and today 90 minutes at the Temple of Speed, Monza. So, hope you're all good. And we can expect some nice multi-class racing action today in the Hypercar, that Toyota GR010 Hybrid, and in a variety of LMGT3 cars, the BMW, the Nissan, Ferrari, Lexus with us. I think also we should see a Porsche today. And drivers are currently warming up. So a couple of minutes until we start the 10-minute qualifying session. The session itself, it will be a mixed session, so all cars are out on the track at the same time. The hypercars will be significantly faster, of course, than those LMGT3s, but they can get an idea with the traffic. So as always in multi-class racing, it's the responsibility for the faster classes to make clean overtakes. The good thing is Monza has quite some straights where you can perform that. The bad news is also some slow chicanes. As a hypercar, you probably don't want to sit behind an LMGT3 for that. And then yeah, Monza of course, very well known track. Track limit penalties might be an issue to the chicanes. So something you have to avoid. So we are starting soon then with the 10-minute qualifying session. For the settings itself, so we're using the in-game BOP settings. The drivers can adjust the brake balance. Everything else is fixed as the game decides for us. So power, weight, downforce, suspension, transmission, whatever is fixed. The drivers have the Racing Soft and Racing Medium tire compound. It's up to them what they want to use. No mandatory tire. And we have the fuel consumption times 1, tire wear times 2. That's it for the settings. So with that being said, let's go to the big screen and we get ready for the qualifying session. So looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hypercars and 6 LMGT3s for round 3. Just letting the drivers know that we are starting now with the qualifying session. And then let's see, 10 minutes. Let's go. So I don't want to exit, no, that wouldn't be a good idea. Well, that's what we want to see, right? Also some lovely weather today at Monza. Very sunny, a bit of clouds towards the end of the race, but for the qualifying and the first part, afternoon, sunshine. Let's hope the drivers can sort their positions on the outlap. You see those hypercars, the Toyota, and jumping over the curbs. It looks like we have a set out on our Blue Racer, the championship leader, the River Ruckus, Equinox, and Ray Racer, or for Hypercar drivers. Then we have Weber in a Lexus, Izal in a Porsche, Couch Racing in that BMW, Husky is driving the Nissan GTR 710 Cap in a Ferrari, and Devo sitting in the pits in a Ferrari as well. So, Blue Racer coming round the final turn, so we go on board for the first flying lap in the hypercars. Braking 150 roughly into the first chicane right. Let's be patient. Now use the hybrid to go through Curva Grande for the first time, flat out in those side-down post cars. Approaching the second chicane, just before the 100, left, right, and now getting ready for the two Lesmos, double right into the first one, fourth gear on exit, get ready for Lesmo 2, good run for the straight towards the fast Ascari chicane, so under the bridge we go just after the 150 before the 100 into Ascari, left, right, and now use the momentum down the back straight past the penalty zone, and now approaching the final turn, Parabolica or Michele Alboreto curve as it's now called, and get that run coming out of the final turn, and we see the first reference lap time by 1:33.6 for Blue Racer. Ruckus with a 33.9 and Equinox with a 33.8, so close. Top 3. Ray Racer with a 35.4 to start that first flying lap, so still a bit of time, of course, 10 minutes in total. We wait for the LM GT3s to come around and set their first lap time. It will be Webern with a not a sub 50.2 penalty for Izal. What about the couch? A 50.0 just in front of Webern. There's Husky, 51.9. 710 sitting in the pits. Right, and Devo is on that flying lap, so the penalty still stays for the Dutch driver, but it's the out lap, so no issues at all, and 710 waiting in the pits. Alright, so after the first lap, let's see if we see some improvements. Blue Racer 33.3 improves a little bit. What about Equinox with a 0.6 and the River with a 0.7? Here comes Ray 34.2, so Hypercars within a second. Then Couch Racing with pole, provisional pole in the LMGT3s. Currently with that 50.0. Webern with that 50.2. And Webern will be setting the next time very soon. Or will they? Pit? You know, the gap between Weber and Devo very close. Staying out for another lap, and it's a 49.7, so sub 1 minute 50. What about Couch? Also looks like a very good lap time, a 49.7 again, 0.07 between them, and Husky joins the sub 1 minute 50 club with a 49.8. Result completing the outlap, starts the first flying lap now, and 7:10 cap on the outlap now, trying to set that qualifying lap time. Blue Racer decides it is the end of the qualifying. Well, no, maybe it's like that's good enough for me. A 33.3 seems to be happy with that. 3/10 so far the gap to Equinox, who is on a fresh set of softs on the outlap, so 6 minutes 45 into that session, so just over 3 minutes to go, and will we see some improvements? River Rock is also on the outlap for a new run. Same for Ray Racer. I think we go to Equinox. Wait for that first sector split time, and that way around. A bit down, Devo also joins the 49 club in LMGT3, so let's have a look at that. Penalty for Weber won't be improving, stays at a 49.7. Couch Racing with a 49.7 as well with a penalty. The Husky into the pits, and Devo the outlap is just 0.03 behind Husky. Husky just 0.07 behind Couch, and Couch just 0.007 behind Weber. So that looks to be a promising LMGT3 grid for now. With Weber and Couch, Husky, Devo. Zal with that first flying lap, a 50.7. It's P9 overall. P5 in the LMGT3s, and 7:10 cap now with that flying lap. With less than 2 minutes to go. Can you also join that mid-pack crew? We'll find out. So Blue Racer sitting in the pits. Equinox didn't improve. By the looks. There is River, also no improvement. Ray into the pits decides enough for me as well. No improvement for Equinox. Touches the gravel on the outside of the De La Rocha chicane. Could be still okay. Lesmo 1, no drama, carries the speed. Little Drake or Lesmo 2 early onto the power for the run up towards Ascari. Final 40 seconds of that session. A bit down through Ascari, a good run, and you can gain plenty of time. It looks like a solid run. Braking for the Parabolica. Smooth, good throttle control. Takes a narrow line and gets a 33.5 improvement. Can do one more. Also River Ruckus on that final lap of the session. can the German driver move up into the front row. It's purple, but now that gets a big slide coming out of the Dodge again. So that didn't really help. Runs onto the Astro at the exit of the Lesmo 1. Same touches the driver, so a bit too aggressive maybe. And maybe got too excited with the purple, and he's down. Okay, so Webern, wait a second, Windows trying to do a restart, so I don't want to do that now, please. But it looks like we have our grid. Couch Racing won't be improving. Husky in the pits. Maybe Devo can get something. No, that wasn't the lap. Devo stays in P4 in the Allen GT3s. What about Isal? Equinox improved again at 33.4. Isal finished 50.1. And the 710 is on the out lap on the mediums, trying to get a feel for those mediums for the race, but it looks alright. So that is the qualifying session done now. I think so. We can yeah, time just so we have a look at the race results. Quick screenshot for my documents. So Blue Racer takes pole position with 33.3. Equinox joins him on the front row with a 33.4. Then River and Ray, second row start for the Hypercars, 33.7, 34.2. Then we have LM GT3s, Webern and Couch Racing P5, P6 with a 0.7, so really close. With a 0.8 for Husky and a 0.8 for Devo, P7, P8 overall. That is P4, so 5, 10, 6 in our GT3. And Zal and 710 cap, 9, P10 overall. Right, so could see a lovely race here for all of us. So small gaps between the cars, and now it comes down to the strategy. So as I've said, we have the softs and the mediums available for the drivers. No mandatory tire, so up to them decide what will be the best strategy. Aggressive with the softs, more pit stops, use the mediums, save a bit of fuel. Then also traffic will play a key factor in multi-class racing as always. So that it won't get boring with multi-class. So could have a little bit more cars on the track, but I think also it will be interesting and for the drivers to get through this race. All right, so good luck, have a good race. So we go with the in-game road-in start, so we have a little bit of gaps, not a grid start, so hope this gets us safely through turn 1 and 2, the first chicane. All right, so I'm ready, drivers are ready, and we will start the 90 minutes of Monza round 3 for the Road to Le Mans series in 2025. And see, we go into the spectate mode. Do the usual setup, and let's hope so all cars are lined up on the track, and We are moving. So we will just... So everyone is rolling. That's good. Then we wait for the green flag to drop. Here we go. We are off for the 90 minutes. And Monza. And Equinox with a good start, closing that gap early to Blue Racer. Will we see a challenge front position early on? Blue Racer keeps that position. The top 4 with a little gap. What about the LRGT3's Weber Husky? A bit of contact. Couch Racer with a slide. He keeps it clean though. He keeps that position. Devo sneaks up the inside. Maybe another position. Who knows? It's Couch. Devo on the inside. We have Husky. No, tucks in behind for now. For the second chicane again. Get your drinks ready. And Couch again clips the gravel, loses a little bit of pace. So what? Oh, we had an incident. The Equinox ran a bit wide, so was it River? We have to go back to the instant replay and see what happened. Oh, dirt on the tires, and then unlucky start. I think too much aggression, and we go back 2 meters and solve this race after lap number 1. So we have Blue Racer with a 3-second lead. That went pretty well for the rest of the driver on medium tires. Racer in P2 also using the mediums. Then we have Eurorockus in 3rd and Equinox in 4th. So all of the hypercars are using the racing medium tires. We have Weber in the Lexus on soft tires leading the Allen GT3s. Couch Racing in the BMW on mediums. Husky on mediums in that GTR. Devo on mediums in the Ferrari. Zal on mediums as well in that Porsche. And 710 Cap on mediums as well. So we just have one soft tire runner currently. Oh, and there was... What happened? A reset. Oh. What happened? He's just spun it. And then cuts over the grass, and the game decides to do a painful reset. I feel very sorry with that one for Husky. He lost so much time already. He didn't deserve that reset at all. The Blue Racer extending that lead 5 seconds already to Ray in P2. River and Equinox. Maybe they try and work together to save some fuel. We don't know the strategy yet. So starting on those mediums. And so one stop medium to soft. Usually the tire wear isn't that high here at Monza. And maybe they're also going for a no stop. Is it doable on the fuel? I think the hypercars have quite a big fuel tank, so it could be possible to do that race that goes 90 minutes on one set of the tires and no stop. Don't think the LM GT3s can do a no stop. At least a 1 stop. Maybe Weber looking for a 2 stop with soft. So I think 30 minutes should be okay on softs at Monza. Couch staying close. Keeps the distance. Still having the slipstream. Devo moved up to P3 in LM GT3, P7 overall. We have Izal and 710. Porsche and the Ferrari, and Husky trying to fight his way back after that painful reset. Has a penalty as well, a little bit of a cut at the moment, so no real fights for now, but this probably won't stay for that long. Ray with that fast lap so far, 35.2, so keeps that gap at 5 seconds roughly. And the two, River and Equinox, doing very similar lap times so far. River went bit too wide on the exit, maybe a bit of dirty tires into the Lesmos. It doesn't look like excessive fuel saving for me. Still revving those gears, so maybe the fuel is just good. With car water strategy, we don't know. River missed the entry to Ascari and lost Equinox on time. It's 8.6 already to Blue Racer at the front. Have a look at the track map. I think 2-3 laps maybe, and we see for the first time the hypercars getting closer to the LMGT3s. Couch Racing took the lead in the LMGT3s, so Weber with a little mistake maybe. 1.2 behind Couch and just half a second that gap to Devo in the Ferrari. Devo to GCR drivers. We also have to remember that Weber is on the soft tires for now. Blue Racer down to... No, I just had a brain moment. I was like, something happened. No, I just saw Racer, by the way, sorry. And it's Ray Racer in P2. All good, all good. We have the top 3 in LMGT3 being very close. Now Couch, Weber and Devo. We have Isal in P8 overall, Husky in 9th, and 710 cap with a 59.9 on lap 3, dropped down to P10 overall. Where are the hypercars? They're getting closer to that LMGT3 pack. Yeah. I think we'll stay with the leader now and see how it feels like to approach the GT3s. So coming out of Lesmo 2, and we see that. So we go with a bit of onboard action. It's not getting the pass before the Ascari, so has to be patient through one and lost a little bit. Half a second maybe. Will he get lucky? I don't think into turn number 1. He's closing that gap. Much more top end in those hypercars, but faces the traffic. Again, roughly around that chicane. So now it will get interesting. We have 3 cars really close in the LMGT3 grid, fighting for position. So this could get spicy. Okay, he's all getting out of the way. Very. But ooh, nearly lost that car coming out of Lesmo 2. And now you see the 3 LMGT3s right in front again. The racer will face them roughly at Ascari. Early upshift. And now. So. And Ray lost some time during that lapping process. River Reckless around the outside. Ray dives down the inside door, thinks better of it, backs out, and now there's more traffic around the corner. So River up to P2, 9 seconds of Blue Racer. Didn't lose. It's the contrast gained with that lapping process so far. A little bit of time. River and Ray. River touches the grass. Opportunity for Ray. And side by side they go through Cooper Grande. There is traffic in front. I think River needs to lift. Yeah. And they are just approaching. Whoa, that was a set and a half. That was very aggressive. Oof. Luckily, no one died, but that could have ended in disaster. Equinox also now really close. He has to be patient. I think he gets the inside on Davo. 1.8 now gets the round. What about River and Ray? It's 7/10 for now, so Ray open up that gap slightly. But the biggest gainer so far is Blue Racer. 10.5 seconds now. Ray in P2 again, River in third. Here comes Equinox in P4. So that fight for the podium positions is still raging on. Davo versus Couch. Couch with the better run out of his car, but it looks breaks late for the Michele Arboreto corner parabolic car. Gets his BMW in front. He will be vulnerable though on that straight now, the slipstream, but catches a little bit of that slip out of Webern. So Webern roughly a second. Couch and Davo. So the top 3 LMGT3 is still battling very close. Zal in 8 tries to stay with the top 3, and Husky gaining some ground, not positions, but 2.3 the gap to the Porsche driver, and 7:10 in P10. 13 seconds for now that gap. So first round of the traffic has been dealt with. Let's see. Ray, River and Equinox all within the same camera shot, coming down the back straight towards Parabolica. Good exit for both of the drivers. River has that slipstream now, will gain a little bit, but not enough to send it into the first chicane. Stays roughly at 5/10. And Equinox has also closed that gap. Now is within striking distance. So one little mistake, one little track limit penalty, and everything can change between the three. Oh, nearly lost it over the curbs. So it looks like the second chicane could be the problematic one. Gets a nice run through. Let's move on. Early on to the power. Under 410. The gap coming out of Lesmo 2 now. Just above the 410. Bit too deep for the entry, Scary, and then too wide on the exit. Dirty tires maybe. Don't think there is a penalty though. He is in that very good position now. Again, goes steep into Parabolica, and the dirty tires. Yeah, jumps over the curb. Oh, that will be a penalty now. Too long off track. Pretty sure we will see a penalty appearing. Oh, will we? No. Okay, interesting. But the tires will be dirty once again for the first turn. Goes a bit too deep and struggles to get the foot down. The power of 1 second now between Equinox and River. Another second to Ray and 11.6. That gap to Blu-ray. So we jump back to our LMGT3s, where we still have Mayburn, Couch Racing, and also Devo. And Couch Racing, a 1 second penalty, has to serve that one next lap, coming out of Ascari down the back straight. So, oh, and then sends it and gets a massive reset. Was way too late on the curb, so that's a position lost, and also a 1 second penalty on top to serve. Dutch driver Izal had a moment. Labate, a 2-minute lap time. He lost that position to Husky. So that is P5 in the LMG T3s. Now P9 overall, and 710 in P10 with 10 seconds. That gap. Intense battle still in the hypercars. Ray under pressure now, under 3/10 that gap. River shows his nose. Doesn't force Ray into a mistake, but a compromised exit for the American driver. So this could be an opportunity. Is Ray going defensive inside, outside? Is he going defensive left hand side? The next one is a left hand into the second chicane. Defends the inside line nicely. And it's getting hot in here. Ray, River, and Equinox fighting for that P2. Ray with a little bit of a breather coming out of Lesmos after second. And once again, that slipstream, that hybrid will help to close those gaps between the cars. Good entry for Ascari. Oh, 410. All three get a decent run. And will we see an overtake this time? 410, that's a bit too much. Oh, Ray with a wide line. Equinox doing the same. Dirty tires. This is River's opportunity, golden opportunity maybe. Sees the gap on the inside on that long run, but they go side by side into the chicane. Will we see a Verstappen versus Hamilton moment? Oh, that was close. Ray nearly lost that car. River helped to stabilize it, and around the outside it is Equinox looking again. Ray defending that position with all and maybe more they have. So this time a smooth run out of second chicane, and Equinox is showing his nose like, come on, do something. I think for now looks to be very enjoyable, at least for me, on the comms. And now it is River who probably will lose that. What's that? No, that is a LMGT3 car. I think so. We have traffic again. Once again coming out of Scurry. That is the Ferrari. They should get past 710 on that back straight. All three of them. And Ray keeps that position. River still keeps that P3, and Equinox had a little bit of a wiggle. Lost a little bit time, but you cannot blink on this one. It's 21 minutes in, still an hour and 9 minutes to go. A little bit of contact between, and then don't think it was actually Equinox's fault. I will have a look. Okay, it was Equinox's fault. Touched it. Then River with all sorts of that he gets to manage to stabilize the car, gets it back on track, and we will continue with that fight in a couple of minutes. So it's 3 seconds now, the gap to Ray, and Blue Race again 17-18 seconds now. Got past Webern and Davo. So the LMGT3s, the two are still close. Webern keeping that class lead for now, a second to Davo, and Couch Racing now 9 seconds down the road. So that one lap was probably painful, that reset, that penalty. And yes, a new friend, Husky, right behind. So the battle will continue. And we see the Hypercars, Ray just behind River and Equinox as well. Let's see race perspective. I think. Oh, that was a misjudgment. Loud into the back of Couch. That didn't go to plan. Luckily, no one died. But probably it would be better to go around the outside. That inside line didn't really work, and just like that, we have River and Equinox right behind Ray again, a second. They both got past Husky and Couch. So where's that? That was Couch and Husky. Couch with another half-second penalty. He will lose that position. Coming out of Iscari, and then you see those yellow signs, the penalty zone is closed, and probably will just be lucky enough to stay within that slipstream. Yeah, that is good news. Oh, again, a bit of a pile-up situation into the first chicane. River has some rear damage. I think it was just too much traffic heading into the first chicane. Yep. Nothing they could do probably. Evo touched the Wayburn, and then suddenly that car becomes stationary, and River had nowhere to go. Suddenly River up to P2. Ray with a little mistake jumps down to P3 for now. Equinox in 4th position. Ascari a bit too deep as a compromised line. 6/10. And Devo now leading. The LMGT3's Wayburn stock tires seen better days. Now with roughly 26 minutes in. So it's 30 minutes is doable, I think, but probably not that much more. So looks to be a 2-stop for Wayburn, or can you run the mediums for like an hour? We will see. Devo and Weber in a battle. Husky and Couch also in a fight proposition. Then we have bigger gaps to Izal in P9 overall and a 710 cap in P10. At this stage, look, 710 looking after the fuel. Looks to be like a one-stop attempt, at least, from what I can tell from the hot info we have. "22 seconds now that gap for Blue Racer. River Ruckus in P2, Equinox in 3rd, and Ray dropped down to 4th within a second. Still went too deep into Parabolica. Now nearly losing that slipstream. It's 1.3. A little bit, not as much. Devo with a very, very solid run so far. Started P8, I think, overall. Now leads the LMGT3s. 8/10 gap to Wayburn, who grabbed that pole. He's on a different tire strategy though, those softs. Can they do 10 more laps? Don't think so. 10 more minutes? Maybe. Husky and Couch. Also Couch good with the tires in that BMW. We have a comparison with the fuel, so basically the same amount of fuel. Bit of a tire advantage for Couch Racing at the moment. He can stay within that 1 second, can save a bit more fuel as well. It is 1/3 done, so half an hour into round number 3. We have a very comfortable lead for Blue Racer, 22 seconds at this stage. River and in P2, and Equinox in 3rd. fastest lap of that race so far, last time round for Equinox. Equinox is definitely pushing. Ray currently P4, was running in P2 for a very long time. And we have a bigger gap now between Devo and Webern. 2 seconds. So I reckon the tires now, they have an impact on that Lexus. Wouldn't be surprised to see a pit stop happening in this lap or the next for the Finnish driver. And the fuel, what's that, 55% liters, whatever, remaining. So probably can pit and finish the race on the mediums. So medium soft, soft medium could be the strategy for the drivers. We'll see. It looks like to be like a wide run through Parabolica. They're staying out for one more lap. Well, the same situation between Husky and Couch. That gap now opened up a little bit. So Couch not having the advantage of the slipstream anymore. This looks to be like an easy pass for the leader. Bit too wide on the exit. Can happen. Just saw the next LMGT3. It looks like will be the pass after Ascari, so not too shabby. Webern versus Devo, now that gap opened up like wow. Let's jump back to that 3 seconds already. Is Webern pitting now? No, it's still staying out. Interesting, interesting. We should see some more Hypercar versus LMGT3 action happening very soon. Ray lost a little bit of the rhythm. Now it's now 8 seconds. We see the blue flags now. Or Couch unlucky for River just before the chicane. Should get the inside. Oh, last more one. Equinox should get in Couch Racing after Lesnar 2, but that's not too bad. So next up, River Ruckus Yep, just before Ascari. Next will be Weber and Devo for the 2 hypercars following Blue Racer. Getting close. Probably. Will it be enough? River sends it into turn number 1. It was okay, I think. What about Equinox? Should get the run around the outside at Cova Grande. No drama. 2.3 seconds. The gap stays roughly the same. River now has to slow down behind the LMGT3 leader. That is Devo. Crucial moment for Equinox. Not before Lesmo 2, so a delayed exit out of Lesmo 2, so a bit of time lost once again. Our race leader, 36 minutes in, 22.8 that lead. River is in P2. Equinox still running in P3, Ray Racer in P4. Did they switch their strategy? I don't know. 36s now. Maybe saving some fuel. Devo with a 4.6 second lead over Webern, who's now pitting, but it looks, yeah. So that's 52 minutes to go. Softs, no. They won't last that long, so looks to be like a medium tire compound for the remainder of that race. Yep, it's the mediums. So drop behind. Couch Racing and Husky. E4 in class. Isal in P5 and Alum GT3s on mediums, and the fuel looking very, very good still. That's 50%. Same for 710 cap. The fuel is looking amazing. Are they going for a no-stop? 90 minutes on mediums? It's interesting. For Blue Racer, we see now it's bang on 50% liters in their tank with 51 minutes to go, with 38 minutes and a bit in. So that's not quite a halfway mark of that race. Looking at the tire wear, this looks to be like a medium to soft strategy. River, a bit more fuel, but not sure if this is doable. Equinox used more of it. Also not on track for a no-stop strategy. The same goes for Ray Racer. Just under 50%. Devo fuel won't get them till the end, so they will be pitting at some point. And I'm pretty sure Devo, Husky and Couch will think about using a soft tire. At least they will think about it. If they do it, I don't know. Webern started on those softs, now is on the mediums. And looking at the fuel, so 75 roughly. This is what they think. And so this makes me also wonder, like, for the other LMGT3s who are saving fuel, especially 710 cab, can they make it till the end? With 55 at the moment, 5 minutes away from the halfway mark. Could be an option. It could be an option. We're also getting closer to a little bit of a lovely sunset here at Monza. We see the headlights on some of the cars already, but it's still lovely conditions, sunny, but the sun is slowly setting down. And so far it is another dominant performance for Blue Racing in that blue Toyota GR23 seconds to get two River Rockers in that throwback Denzel livery. Oh, that's a moment. Loses probably the second. No, not quite. Looked worse than it actually was. Equinox in third, keeping that gap roughly between 2 and 2.5 seconds. So for the second stint, this is still very, very close. It's a bit of a fuel advantage for River Rockers at the moment. So has to put in less fuel during that pit stop. Or will they do a pit stop? I don't think the tires will last that long, the mediums. The rear tires, it's 55% already, and it won't get any better. So that's why I don't think the no stop is doable. The tire wear is quite similar between River Rockers and Equinox. Tire wear on race car though is slightly worse. That rear left. Will it be a medium for Ray? Ray, our little tire slayer. They were still running strong, consistent lap times. 51s all the way. What is possible for Husky? I mean, he's just 12.5 seconds behind Debo after that nasty reset. Dodge Racing in P7. Lost the contact now. 4.4 is still a little bit. No, there was a fuel advantage that went now, and it's flipped. Husky now with more fuel compared to the German driver. Maybe they're also now considering, if I save a bit more fuel, I can do that no stop. be very, very surprised actually to see that happen in the LMGT3s. So River is there now. Looks like medium for River, but doesn't trust the soft tires at all. So just reached the halfway mark. Ray in the pits as well, and it's mediums again for River. Yeah, Ray changing the tires, a bit of fuel into the car, and what's the tire compound? It is softs. That is bold. That is bold. Oh, wow. Oh, nearly touched that solid white line. If you go over it, you get a 3-second penalty. Just avoided that. Alright, so we have now a possible pit stop window open for the one-stoppers. Pretty sure Progresso will extend that stint, and then I don't know. It's too early for softs at this stage. And what about Equinox? Will he cover River Rock's strategy? Is he forced to do the same? Oh, he's staying out. Husky in. Also medium for the looks. Still not sure about Couch. Maybe Couch Racing wants to use the softer tires. So you see Webern got past Husky again. Three seconds and a bit. 4 maybe. It's don't underestimate the speed you have when you go full racing speed versus coming out a bit. So it's 4 seconds between Webern and Husky. Izal is still staying out, and a 710 cap. The fuel is looking really good still. The tires, I don't think they will make it till the end. 42 minutes to go. Might be a struggle. And our leader is staying out. But I'd reckon 35 minutes on softs could be doable. Equinox thinking the same. No pitting now. That is 2 more laps compared to River, who's on a fresh set of mediums. .41 for Equinox. Probably pushing the mediums a bit more compared to nursing the softs. But we'll see. It is mediums, yeah. So lost a bit with this overcut. Probably wants to push now. Dre with those soft tires. They won't like last. But I can imagine Ray wants to get that fastest lap of the race with this approach. And the LMGT3 leader, Davo, is still on those mediums. But Ferrari not like the car that is known for the best tire wear, and if the rears go, you don't have any fun. So far the mediums, they look okay. It's 75-80% maybe on that rear left on mediums. Or this. Still not sure about those pit stop strategies. I feel like that's that Davo wants to use the softs, and I feel like that Couch Racing wants to do the nose stop. Well, I will have a look at the inputs. The fuel is a bit too low still. Whoa, someone went really wide. They're touching the gravel. No off track, but it looks. So usually you rev the BMW like to the limits. Couch Racing with a little bit of short shifting and not using all of the revs available yet. So this definitely looks like a bit of a tire and fuel saving strategy for Couch Racing in the BMW M6. It's nearly 20 seconds now. It's more than 20 seconds. The gap to the Davo. So I expect Davo to pit at some point. Couch Racing. I believe the idea is to make it on a no stop. Reality will be a short soft stint towards the end. And Weber, let's have a look at the lap times. 51s since the pit stop, the 52.0 after that the pit stop by the looks, but since then 51s. He was 5 seconds behind Davo before that pit stop. Husky with medium to medium. And Isal on the out lap. Oh, had a penalty and racing soft tires. Alright, interesting. So the Porsche driver going aggressive as well. And 710 kept pitted. Okay, goes medium as well. Blue Racer still staying out, so we're getting closer to this 35-minute mark I was looking at. Probably the earliest, so maybe this lap or stretch it to do one more. And Blue Racer has the gap, no doubt about it, 41 seconds. And the lap times 36s, 35s, now a slower lap, but there was some traffic. Losing a little bit of time in the delta. Will it be the end lap now? He's taking a wide line, staying out for one more. Ooh, look at the gap between River Rapids and Equinox, 7.4. So not the best out lap and a flying lap for Equinox since the pit stop. Well, that's probably good news. Whoa! That Porsche. We'll have a look what happened to Isal. Already too hot into his car. He touches the Astro, and then and then River tapped him. Okay. Misjudged the speed difference coming out of Muscari. Then a little tap that unsettled the Alan GT3. Was just going to say this is the opportunity for Equinox. That gap went down, but we saw the end of it. First chicane, and the rear stepped out, caught that spin. It went in too deep. Okay, it stays as it is for now. So Devo in. Lead on the LMGT3s. Blue Racer staying out. Okay, he's looking for the 30-minute mark then, probably. So we go to the LMGT3 leader, Devo in the pits refueling. For a brief moment, we have Couch Racing leading the LMGT3 class. Devo comes out of the pits. Ferrari versus Ferrari. And there is Webern. 4.2 seconds the gap. And Devo didn't fall for the soft tires, but it looks he went back onto the medium compound. That's the safe option. It's 4 seconds the gap to Webern. Also on mediums. A bit wear on them, but mediums still in a good shape. Husky in P4 Energy GT3 for now. We have Couch Racing in the lead. Hasn't pitted yet. It's 32 minutes and 30 seconds to go. I'm looking at the tires and I'm pretty sure that a no stop is not possible. But it can be a medium to soft strategy for Couch, and the racer still running on those mediums. Couch in now. Okay, so we should have stayed with Couch. It's 31 minutes and a bit to go. Looking at the mediums, yeah, soft could be an option. Although he also played safe and go for mediums and push. With the soft tires for Couch Racing, here we go. That could be an interesting push. With a gap to Husky is roughly 9 seconds. Husky 4.5 behind Webern 4.3 behind Devo in the LMGT3's situation. For the hypercars, we have Blue Racer on his final meters on the medium tires. We expect Blue Racer into the pits very soon. Will be this lap. He's going wide. He's going for one more. I feel like I've said it for the last 10 minutes. In P2, it's River Ruckus. Medium strategy. Equinox as well. Medium in P3. We have Ray. Medium to soft for now. Soft still looking okay, by the way. A very early pit stop to go on to the softs. And Ray tried to get that fast lap at 34.7. It's 34.3 now. River Ruckus just improved that fastest lap of the race. We have reached the final third of the race, so 30 minutes to go. 36 seconds still. A nice lead for Blue Racer. He will really sure go on to soft tires. Try to get the fastest lap as well. Even though there is no extra points for fastest laps, it is still dragon rides. Now this looks like the pit entry. Yep, here we go into the pits. Here we go. So 35 seconds. What's the pit loss? We'll find out. I think 20 plus seconds. And we have the soft tires for Blue. And River comes through the Parabolica. And we see that Delta once he crosses the start finish. So 23 seconds roughly the pit loss. Blue Racer now on those soft tires. Reverkus in P2, Equinox in third. Ray pitting for a new set of softs by the looks. Devo leading the LM GT3s in the Ferrari 458 Italia, 4.5 seconds. The gap to Webern in the Lexus RCF. And Husky Nissan GTR in P3, 3 seconds. The gap just. Couch Racing is on softs, personal best. 8 seconds the gap to Husky in P3 for the LM GT3s. And in P5 and 6, it's Izal in that Porsche 911 and 710 cap in the Ferrari. Whoa! Goodbye. Mobile barriers. It looks like the racer up to speed early on the soft. Keeps the gap at 12 seconds, so now we'll probably push and try to get the fastest lap as well. River zoned in 35.0 last time around. Chevy Equinox with a 34.5. Will traffic play a decisive role for that final 26 minutes? Ray needs a miracle to get onto the podium. I'm pretty sure we see hot laps now. They will open up the gap 5 seconds to Webern, who lost more time to Husky. So Husky on the move. Will run with the Bulgarian driver. You see, get an onboard impression out of that Lexus. He sees the Lexus out of his Nissan that way around. 2 seconds into Cova Grande. To the Della Roccia chicane, over the curbs. Brings that gap further down, under 2 seconds. Lesmo 1. Good run, 1.7. Lesmo 2 also no drama, 1.6. It's close to that 60 range now. Early upshift, fourth gear to stop the understeer, 1.5. Now he's got a little bit of the toe. Nah, not quite. A good run through the parabolica, and he's in that slipstream range. Under 1.5 now, a good traction coming out of the final turn. And here we go, it's 1.4, and we see now the slipstream effect taking place. Revving the car, that is at 1.3, braking a bit too late maybe, see, no, just looked a bit too late. Able that 5 seconds, a nice gap for now. Good run through the chicane for the Lexus driver. That Nissan is still there, 1.5 gets a better run out of Lesmo 2. What about couch racing? Yes. Not able to bring that gap down. He has a personal best at 49.9, but then a half a second penalty. And we see Izal doing the final pit stop. Soft tires it is. Still a big gap to 710. Gap in P10. Blue Racing, not yet. The fastest lap, the traffic probably didn't help, but he increased his lead nearly 15 seconds to River Ruckus again. Just slots in behind Husky and Webern. It's a good run and a nice spot for an overtake. River in the second, and Equinox closed that gap under 4 seconds. Now he has not given up on that P2, 3.6. A bit unlucky for River, I think. Caught up with Couch racing through the Toyota chicane. And doesn't get... Oh, he gets the run, maybe inside line at less than 1. Yeah, just... Equinox with a bit of finish. Slight moment through that chicane. And also the exit, the gravel doesn't really help with your acceleration. Blue Racer lost some time again with the traffic at 14 seconds. The gap River will face the Webern versus Husky battle. So very soon. Will he get the run? Yeah, should have the speed in his hypercar to get past. Webern under pressure now. Husky right behind, and we see blue flags. This is Equinox, not too far behind. You have to watch your mirrors now. Blue flags, hypercars coming through, and Webern. Equinox to be patient. Through the Roger chicane, gets the good run. Can he get both of them? No, has to wait after Lesmo 1. Definitely lost some time to River. And this is close half a second. And we see the gap 6.5 between River and Equinox now. We jump back to the battle for P2 in LMGT3. Weber in the Lexus versus Husky in that Nissan GTR, and Husky with a good run, putting Weber under pressure now, has to slip. Brings that gap down. Perfect setup for a run into turn number 1. Under 2/10 now, maybe too close. So Weber not defending it too hard. Oh, without the slip, it is hard. But inside, oh, it was contact between both of the cars. Weber kept Husky honest. We will watch that sequence once again. We just wait for Curva Grande. That's the gap should be big enough for Weber to keep that position. But gloves are off, and now Husky with the better exit out of chicane alongside Lesmo 1, and Husky into P2 in LMGT3, but Weber right behind will get the run maybe towards Ascari. It's a bit more top end for that Lexus compared to the Nissan, but Husky covers the inside line. Where's the camera perspective we would need? What to have? This is not over yet. This is not over yet. Will this be the setup for the revenge? Didn't get the best run out of Parabolica. It's 6/10. Still has the slipstream. It's gaining now. Won't be enough probably to go for a move. And there's an Hypercar flying. I want to go back to that run. We go. Nice defensive moves. Oh, we are back. The thick of the action between Weber and Husky. Half a second still between the two. It's 7.62 Devo. So Devo got out of the troubles and can focus on his race on the blue flags with the hypercars. Just keep it steady and say, oh, 1 second penalty for Husky. This might change things again. Couch racing also, look at that, 5.5. So the two drivers fighting. It was a bit too early. Brings back the German driver as well. Oh, had to serve a penalty at 6.5. So Weber still within that second, and 1 second penalty for cutting track limits for Husky. So he will drop behind Weber. Pretty sure. Blue Racer served a penalty, just saw that. That's the fastest lap of the race, 33.7. It's nearly 20 seconds again. The gap to River in P2, 4.0 under 4. Now to Equinox, who's flying through Ascari. And final 15 minutes. Well, Ray with that 33.8. It's close, but not close enough. There's still a great lap time, a sub 34 race pace. Let's see the gap. Table 7.5 to Husky. It's 1.60. Had a great lap so far. Still that 1 second. I might be able to keep that P6 though. Approaching the penalty zone. It's 1.7. They go with a poor run through Ascari. This could save Husky, by the way. Just, but Webern is back. 6, 7 tenths. Can Code Racing join this party? It's 5 seconds. He's on soft tires. Also the best for Izal. It's 49.6 on lap 40. And 710 cap in P10. A minute to P9. 54 again. Equinox with another mistake. 39 last time round. So the gap to River now roughly 8 seconds. Lost, yeah, quite a bit. This is where the action is currently in this race. Husky and Webern. 7, 8 tenths the gap. And Blue Racer, our race leader, coming through. It's helped Husky a little bit. Nearly a second now on that gap to Webern. Couch Racing under 5 seconds. Webern still has that slipstream. He shouldn't lose any more time now. 9 tenths. Good exit for Husky in that Nissan. Briefly went up to a second. Still gained a little bit in the first sector. Nice run out of Lesmo, 1.4 now. That could be the opportunity. Nice run through his car as well, 1.8. Was this the moment for Husky to secure P2 in the LMGT3s? Webern, 2 seconds now the gap. So River went deep into Parabolica. It's 3.42 couch races, so can couch racing grab that podium. In class it's less than 10 minutes to go. Tires still looking okay, those softs 3.5. Just 2 seconds between Weber and Husky, a little mistake. And not lose so much. Again, the exit out of the first chicane was not ideal. And also something happened to Couch. What happened? There was traffic, so he didn't want to interfere with the hypercars and sacrificed his line. It's 5 seconds again to Webern. It's between River Ruckus and Equinox. It's 9 seconds. This looks like the positions are settled in our classes. Let's run through the grid from top to bottom in the hypercars, and overall we have Blue Racer with 21 seconds leading with a medium to soft strategy. River Ruckus in P2, medium to medium. Another 9 seconds, it is Equinox on the same medium to medium strategy. And P4, no way! Blue Racer disconnected from the lobby. No way. So 21 second lead, and then he went. So that is a big oof and a big no moment. So yeah, we were with Ray, medium, soft strategy. Devo leads the LMGT3s, medium to medium strategy, a long first stint on the medium, second shorter one, 5.4 that gap to Husky, who is flying at the moment. So Husky P2 in the LMGT3s, in that Nissan GTR, medium to medium as well. Webern started on pole in the LMGT3s, started on the softs, finishes the race on the mediums. In P3, Couch racing with medium to soft. In P4, Isal with, I think, medium soft currently, and 710 with a soft tire stint to finish this race. Just to see what are the limits of that car. So yeah, Blue Racer, what a shame. You had it all under control, that race, and it's one of your rare disconnects, right? Can't remember that you had many of them at least. But yeah, very, very unlucky, and very sorry. With just over 5 minutes to go, it looks like that River Ruckus might get his maiden victory in the Road to Le Mans series. Equinox in P2. Ray in third, slashing the tires. Once again, it's 5 minutes. Yeah, should get to the end. They go 5 seconds, manages the gap. Now leads the LM GT3s. Husky still pushing. What's possible? 5 seconds, under 5 minutes to go. Fuel is getting low as well. Will we see some fuel trauma? I don't know. Also, can Webern finish on the podium? Under 4 seconds to gap again to Couch Racing, and yeah, a second penalty. And if you have a look at that rear, it says a blab up. No, you can't see it, I can see it. But yeah, Couch Racing blabbed it with that penalty. Yeah, and it's an up and down, I think, for Couch. It was so close to get a podium. It looks like it will be P4 in glass. Seven-10 cap at the back, trying to get his personal best. Now on fresh soft tires and a low tank of fuel. Definitely see some personal bests appearing. And we'll stay with the 710 for the rest of this lap. And then we jump to the hypercars. Less than 3 minutes to go. .8, all right. So 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. That's... what's that? 30 seconds in. I'm bad at quick math. It could be the penultimate lap, but don't quote me on that. It's a minute, roughly, maybe River can get that extra lap. So final 2 minutes, 30 seconds. It should be the penultimate lap for the German driver. Yep, so now I can say with confidence River Ruckus starts the final lap of the Monza 19 minutes round 3. Now Equinox in P2, 7 seconds on the gap, and Ray Racer in third. Where our LM GT3 is a minute to go, so they will have to do one more lap as well. But the fuel is getting low for the drivers. It's 40 seconds to go. Under 5 seconds between Devo and Husky. Both are quite low on fuel. Will it be enough to do that final lap? So Devo starts the final lap. Now here comes Husky, 5 seconds. Webern also gets that final lap with 10 seconds to go. And Couch Racing also will cross the line. All right. So we don't want to miss the end of the race. And it will be River Ruckus with that victory in the hypercars. Was it too early? No, he finished that one. Equinox in P2, hand-braked it in style, crashed the car. So River 1, Equinox P2, Ray will finish on the podium in P3. The last time round the Parabolica, and that's a podium. Devo and Husky 4.6 the gap last time as Kari. Let's have a look at the fuel. Still a bit left in the tank for both drivers. But it looks like they will make it. And Parabolica for Devo, 4.2 seconds, well done. Will extend the championship lead in the LMGT3s with that victory. And Husky P2 in the LMGT3s, and Webern on that final podium spot in the Lexus P3. Couch Racing then crosses the line. P4 with Izal in P5 and 710 cap in P6. All right. So save that replay. Grab the results. And then go through the results. So Rockers with the victory, Equinox P2, Ray in P3, and Blue Racer will be classified P4 in the other cars with that disconnect. With less than 10 minutes to go in the LMGT3s, we have Devo in the Ferrari with the victory, Husky in that Nissan P2, and Webern P3 on the podium in the Lexus RCF, Couch Racing in that BMW M6. And Izal in that Porsche with 710 cap in another Ferrari in P6 in class. Alright, that's it for round 3. Round 4, roughly in 1 month's time, we head over to Germany and it will be the Nürburgring, the Grand Prix layout. Before round 5, it will be the Circuit de la Sarthe Le Mans for that season finale. Alright. That's it for today. Yeah, so to see you in roughly 1 month's time for round number 4 at the Nürburgring with maybe some dynamic rainy weather as well to mix things up. We'll be back on this channel on Tuesday for the TEC season 15 round 6 relive at Tokyo. Should be a good one again. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Have a nice rest of your weekend. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye. Love you all. Yippee-ki-yay.